Hello internet spectators, and welcome to the speculation. And to my subscribers, this will be a bit of a change of pace from my normal video topic, but I want to try something else. I want to start out this new series by going over a big question I have to answer before I can make sense of probably any other topic I'll talk about. That topic being, what even is the internet? And furthermore, why is it so popular? Now, before we begin this video, we need to define what the internet is exactly. So, the internet, as defined by the first thing that popped up on Google, reads as follows. Among Whoa, sorry, the Gen Z in me took over for a second there. But yeah, the definition of the internet reads as follows. It's a global computer network providing a variety of information and communication facilities consisting of interconnected networks using standardized communication protocols. Is this a dictionary or a Shakespeare play? Damn. Alright, well, a definition of words people actually spoken with in the past century would be a big web of info and different ways to share said info. I sometimes wonder who the hell writes these definitions. No, you misunderstand me. I want names. But yeah, honestly, I feel like this is a pretty good definition for the internet as a bare bones concept. But as we all know, the internet's evolved past anything its original users or designers could have ever imagined. And if they did imagine it going this way, then they were psychologically disturbed a little bit. Due to how much the internet has changed, I feel my personal definition may hold some weight here, as I believe a better definition would be an ever-evolving shit show where anything can exist and everything is available, trends rise and fall within a fly's lifespan, and if they last more than 1 month, they're withheld to such a high praise as to rival that of Jesus Christ himself. So yeah, pure anarchy. Though I'll admit the internet has somewhat changed in recent years, growing more regulated and advertiser-friendly, for better and, in some situations, for worse. Credit for the concept of the internet goes to J.C.R. Licklider. No, Licklider? No, wait, Licklider? Okay, what the hell is his name? Licklider, we're going with Licklider. He was an MIT computer scientist who had the idea for a global computer network, which he pitched to his colleagues at ARPA, who worked under the U.S. Department of Defense, of all places, where the combined work of these guys developed into packet switching theory, which, to put really simply, is just a method of grouping info together and transferring said info over networks by having one component to send the data where it needs to go, and the other to actually deliver the information. In 1969, they founded ARPANET, a computer network owned by ARPA, and it started growing into the 1970s. In 1973, computer scientists Robert Kahn and Vinton Cerf developed a protocol for linking the multiple computer networks that had been created at that point together. This transformed into the Transform Control Protocol, or the Internet Protocol, or the Make Everything Not Die When One Little Thing Goes Wrong protocol. The purpose of the protocol was to make sure that if one network went down, the others wouldn't follow suit. And it's kinda like when your teacher told you not to jump off a bridge if all your friends did it, just with internet connections instead of unruly little homunculoids that we call children. A little while later, and another guy named Robert McCaff just made Ethernet, though at the time he just called it some Hawaiian thing, and hypertext, the thing that most, if not all, internet websites rely on, was also made during this time, as well as Unix. In 1982, Dave Farber establishes the PhoneNet system, which when connected to ARPANET broadened internet access among the general populace and allowed for international email connections. If you couldn't catch it, this was the beginning of the end for the internet to be anything but a giant mess of chaos, is when you have people beyond national borders messaging each other, shit's already hit the proverbial fan. In 1985, we further solidified our fate by registering the first website domain, symbolics.com. Dear God, it's evolving. In the 1990s, some more progress was made as HTTPS, a language most websites use for, functioning, was created by some guys at CERN. They also developed a URL too, which you could maybe say had some slight significance, as it led to the first coming of our Lord and Savior, the World Wide Web, or as you may know it, the www that comes from all those sites you look up. Yeah, those ones. 1995, however, was one of the most defining years in internet history as it marked the launch of the Windows 95 and Yahoo, alongside many tech giants that are around today, such as eBay and Amazon, and with many other companies coming to claim cyberland from the cybernatives, and with the help from private investors who expected a big payout for investing in this internet's thing early. If you couldn't catch it, that was foreshadowing. In addition to all this, Internet Explorer and Java exist now, pretty much giving people the freedom to create websites and animations however they like. And it should thus come as no surprise that barely a year later in 1996, US Congress had to pass the Communications Decency Act to combat the amount of people being morbidly sus, and in typical internet fashion, a guy by the name of John Perry Barlow responds to this by typing the Declaration of the Independence of Cyberspace. Ah yes, the 4chan is strong with this one. What an absolute legend. To add to the internet's continuous proof of human degeneracy, the music and video piracy controversy becomes widespread with the launch of Napster, which is pretty much just a file sharing app. Because how could that go wrong? Google was founded in 1998 during this period of chaos and crisis. Woo! That's a lot of bad things that just happened. Luckily, there's still a lot of people investing in internet companies, so I'm sure it'll turn out just fine. That's exactly when they died. Yeah, in Y2K, the dot-com bubble burst, with investors slowly coming to the realization that getting rich off an internet company was as immediately possible as finding a date on Tinder that's not a catfish. However, things start to kick back up after this, with the rise of the almighty Google and the eternal YouTube, as well as the invention of the smartphone making the internet even more accessible for your average Joe. Which is a debatable topic, as the internet isn't exactly for everybody, so making it more accessible only brought in more victims to be traumatized. After all this excitement, things died down, with not much else happening other than the rise of social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, God rest its soul, making it even easier for people to express themselves to random strangers online. So clearly we haven't learned a damn thing. Whew, that was a lot of info and degeneracy. But now it's time for me to go over my experience with this internet thing. My experience with the internet. Can't complain, really. I've managed to avoid directly experiencing the full depravity of what the internet has to offer, just learning about it through Turkey Tom videos like The Coward I Am, and the internet's helped me grow as a person and introduced me to concepts I probably would have never found otherwise. My first experience with the internet was watching YouTube on my tablet when I was like 5, so I don't really remember what I watched, and considering how uncensored YouTube used to be, it's probably a good thing I can't. My first interactions with the internet I do remember, however, would have to be in Roblox, of all places. Ah yes, because you can't spell fun without free child labor. And I distinctly remember my parents being worried about me revealing personal information, and while that was a frankly valid concern, the reason why they were concerned is the funny part, because I was talking to people in Roblox through the mic. But this was before Roblox introduced voice chat, so I was just being a dumbass. But to get back on topic, I didn't really become active on the internet until I was 8, because that was when I got my first computer, and it was awesome. I now had more internet access than I had ever imagined, and it was wondrous. Started out being a part of the Minecraft fandom, but almost immediately started bouncing around fandoms like I've been given a Perk 90 Ultra. Like seriously, 1 second I was a Sonic fan, next an Undertale fan, then Terraria, FNAF, Creepypasta, and a whole bunch of others that I don't want to talk about. I was consuming content at a frankly alarming rate. A couple YouTubers come to mind for me during this time are Stampy and Popular MMOs. You know, for the real ones who are watching this right now. But although I was technically part of these communities, I didn't really become active or even known on the internet until I was 12, and uploaded my first game onto Scratch.com. Yeah, I think it'd just be better for all of us if I just took a cyanide pill right now. It actually got a decent amount of traction, for Scratch at least. Soon I was talking with other people and realizing that, hey, we share common interests. And this is when I was enlightened. holy shit, I can communicate with random people who like similar things that I do. It's like a community. Yeah, I pretty much just learned about what communities were, and after that, I became a little more open to posting comments on people's videos, making posts, and even joining Discord servers eventually. Okay, that last one might have been a mistake, but you get my point. But yeah, exploring and interacting in these communities made me the person I am today, and that's why I'm eternally indebted to the internet. Because after all, it helped me discover who I am. Alright, enough about me though. Let's interview some of the disturbed individuals I call my friends. Alright, now we get to the interview part of the video. Alright, so I got my friends here. Banjo, credit for drawing the stills. We got my boy T-Bear here and my boy's Orange. First question, I guess. What was your guys' first experience with the internet?
Let's see. I was probably about 3 years old, and as one does, I was on YouTube, and I don't remember what I looked up, but it was a very traumatizing video. I don't remember what I looked up, but it was this video of like some like disgusting like demon baby, and I have the image ingrained in my brain. It's like this like it looked like an olive, like it had this like green skin with like red eyes. I was like quaking in my little boots, like oh my god. So yeah.
Satan. Alright,
Yeah.
T-Bear.
I mean, I don't really remember too much. All I remember, I got a phone when I was young, and that's it.
Boo, you suck. Alright, Orange, you got something better than?
Yes, sir. First video I ever watched.
Oh, no.
YouTube. It was. I'm pretty sure the video got taken down.
I don't like where this is going.
It was some like
Yeah.
McDonald's like slaughterhouse video where it was like
was it like the peanut one?
no, it was like
What?
it was an actual like made one where it wasn't it wasn't like an actual real event that happened. It was this guy. They made like a video out of it, like a short film type thing.
Yeah.
And it was like good quality and everything. But it was some guy. It was kind of like it where he was like stalking this one kid in McDonald's, and then it turned to he started killing kids. They were like going down the slide,
Jesus,
and then
dude,
he
how
had
old
like
were
a
you?
chainsaw. I was like 5.
How are you? 5?
Good
Yeah.
God.
I feel so
And
bad
That
for you.
explains everything.
There was this one scene where he was in he's in the kitchen, and the kid's hiding from him. He's underneath, and he walks in with a chainsaw, and right there kills the chef, and then he falls on the floor. The kid's hiding under something, and it falls right next to the kid.
Yowzers.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was the first. That was my first.
Moving on.
Anyways,
It's a fun time. Fun time to be 5.
you and I have two different definitions.
What do
of
y'all-
fun, but all right.
What do y'all's definition? What are y'all's general opinion of the internet now that you've experienced it for a while?
Why? Like
It's wild.
yeah.
It's a wild time.
It's you really need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's all I can really say.
Do you guys think the internet should be more regulated or less regulated, or do you think it's good where it is?
Probably more.
I don't have any comment. Like I'm not really sure because I don't know.
I mean, I would say probably more. Like, I turned out normal enough where I'm not gonna like.
Okay.
Normally enough.
I'm not gonna go on like a
80%
murder.
good enough.
I'm not gonna go on like a murder rampage thing, but like
Call of Duty causes violence.
you know, at 5 years old.
Call of Duty causes violence.
Like, I'm not gonna go on like a murder rampage, but you know, a 5-year-old probably shouldn't be exposed to
Yeah.
some guy dressed as Ronald McDonald's killing a bunch of kids in a McDonald's.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
I was always.
I
scared
mean,
of that
there's
purple
always
guy from
regulations. Oh,
there is, yeah. Well,
So, yeah.
the
What-
regulations are, you know,
Yeah.
what
Not
doesn't break
great.
the law.
What do you think there should be more or less though? Like that was the question. Like we heard from Banjo and Orange. So
I think it should kind of stay the same because there's like all this sort of stuff that parents can use to regulate what their kid
Yeah,
can
that's
search
another thing.
and
That's true, yeah.
it's
that's
just
another
whether-
thing. like, should parents be like more involved in what their kids do on the internet?
Yes,
Oh,
100%.
Yes.
I'm getting to me.
I feel.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like when you get to age 13, like your parents can like kind of let you do your own thing, but I feel like parents should still check in because like that. But yeah, I feel like by the time you're 13, you usually know like what to avoid and stuff if you've been raised right and everything. So the main problem is it's like this. Yes, if that's a big if. But I feel like the main problem with Discord servers and stuff is like adults use them.
Yeah.
And sometimes that doesn't, and sometimes adults and minors being on the same platform, as we have seen multiple times, does not end well. So I feel like parents are just kind of regulating what their kids, like who their kids are talking to online and how they're being spoken to is a pretty big thing. Because I feel like a lot of like grooming stories online could be solved if the parents had simply looked at their friggin' phone. Like these kids on TikTok.
Tide Pods.
Where are the parents? Exactly. Where are the parents?
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
you're bringing back bad.
what if they made a Discord Kids? No, wait, no, that's hard.
No, the solution is not Discord Kids.
I actually that's not a solution.
That's
we
a
all know
bigger
how
problem.
YouTube Kids turned out.
I honestly didn't get like that messed up from the internet until I was like 13. Like, sure, that McDonald's one was like one of the first videos I watched on YouTube, but like. Other than that, most of the messed stuff I saw was from Discord, and I hadn't had that until I was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
So I really was fine before then.
Yeah.
All right. And I guess next question: what's your guys' favorite thing about the internet?
We love Fortnite.
I'm gonna skin you alive.
Yes. yeah. Oh gosh. All right. This is a friggin'
Son of a
chaotic mess.
child.
I don't know. I kind of like the freedom the internet gives you. Like nobody really knows you, so you can kind of be something else than what you actually are.
The internet, how much freedom's on there is not very good because some not legal stuff happens there.
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
get what you're
That's fair.
saying, though.
I don't know. All right. Any closing remarks, guys? We reached
Don't
the almost
watch
7-minute mark.
videos you're not supposed to, kids. And if anyone offers you suspicious substances, don't do that. Yeah. I don't know. Bob's your uncle.
The internet's full of complete utter garbage no one should watch, but it's a good thing overall.
Yeah, that's pretty good. T-Bear.
I agree.
Happy birthday.
So, to wrap up, the internet's a pretty mixed bag, and you never know what side you'll get. The internet could help you find yourself, or it could confuse your identity even further. It could help you find community and develop social skills, or it could isolate you further. It could teach you something new, or give you permanent brain rot. All poorly made TikTok jokes aside, though, how the internet affects you depends on how you use it, and there's something liberating about that. You truly are, for once, the master of your own destiny. The internet gives you the ability to do or be anything, which is why alternative and counterculture have taken root here, in addition to some eccentric hobbies. Not that I don't like them or mind at all, really. But, love it or hate it, the internet's here to stay, and since there's something for everyone, you might as well just accept it. Anyway, thanks for considering the info in this video. I'm Terrain Nuke, and don't forget to subscribe. Before I show your grandma your search history. Oh boy, it's the end title card. You know what that means. It's time for the underrated YouTuber of the day. Oh boy, let's see who it is. And oh boy, it's the Cheese Lord himself, Alpha Oxtrot. Well, yeah, definitely go check out his videos. He's a funny guy, and he uploads good content. I've been subscribed to him for a while now, and if you're into Minecraft or liminal spaces, or literally just a guy who likes to have fun and dig around, then definitely check him out. Alright, see y'all in the next video.